Hello YouTube, this is Cooking Components again. Today I want to show you my soldering fume extractor and show you how to modify it. This thing is big, clunky, has a very annoying power cord which always hangs around between your stuff on your table, and it's loud, it's very noisy. Okay, it's powerful, so it really sucks, but it's so noisy I rarely gonna use it. So maybe we will find a way to get rid of some of these inconveniences and just use a low voltage power supply, power cord, and use a low voltage fan with hopefully not too much less of suction power, but a lot less of noise, because this is the fan when it's standing upright. You can just tilt it a little bit forward, and let me show you how the sound just changes. That can be annoying. Silence. So let me just start by taking this thing apart. That was the filter. There's a nice big fan inside there. Ooh, what a noise. Four big fat screws, but I think they're directly connected to the fan, so they don't help us on getting the case open. But the four little screws did the trick. And now we have the front plastic part. And we have the fan assembly. Okay, it's rattling around in its bearings a little bit. Okay, so that down here is the electrical compartment. There's no fuse. There's a... Oh, there's a fuse. Yeah, that's a combined power socket and fuse. Beautiful. So we need to take this out because I want to have a small barrel jack there for a 12 volt or perhaps even a 5 volt supply. And then, yeah, I think the switch can stay. It's nice to have a switch. Okay. Yeah. Let me take this further apart. Sometimes you need to use the force. Ah, what a mess here. So this is a nice big fan. It's a 230 volt AC fan, so just a normal fan. A little bit bigger than your standard PC fans because it needs to have a lot of static pressure. And I hope the fan that I got for replacement has enough static pressure. It doesn't have so much as this fan, but it also is a lot less noisy. So there's also a compromise. There's always a compromise. Okay, this is crimped together, I think. Yes, that's crimped, so I'll need to cut this. There's a lot to cut. Fan is out. Oh, nice. They aren't just soldered in place. They are plugged, so I can just remove the connectors and then remove these connectors. Not as easy as I hoped. So I hope I can let you see that somehow. So you need to push these clamps in and then try to push the connector out of the casing. It's not very visible. Okay. Ooh, that was tight in there. So this is the replacement fan I want to use. It's a Be Quiet Silent Wings Pro 4. I chose this because it has a very high static pressure, and only the 120mm version, the 140mm version is, I think, not optimized for high static pressure. So I can just try this out. So it's running. It has a higher pitched noise, but it's quite silent, I guess, until you recognize the switch and put it from mid to high speed or to even ultra high speed. Yeah, then it's quite loud. Not as loud as the other fan, but I think it can just blow a lot. And it does a really good fight against the workbench. But I hope the mid-speed or more silent switch setting would be enough. And if that's even not enough, this fan has a 4-pin header, which means it accepts a PWM signal to just control the fan even more. I don't know if I can set it below this speed, but perhaps we'll find out. Oh, and by the way, I know that this fan comes with a lot of accessories like different corner pieces you can attach, which might be more silent. But I noticed that when I put this inside of the casing, the fan gets crunched between the corners. So anti-vibration corners wouldn't help here. So because the fan can transmit its vibrations directly to the casing without going through the screws on the corners. So I think I would rather choose the more closed design so that there is no air going through than the open design, which is still okay, that's the cable in the way, which is still completely compressed in, so the corners don't do anything. They will only let air through on the sides here. So I think I'll go for the closed design. Yeah, that won't fall out. And even attach a small piece of foam on the top, because there's the only position I can look through, so where air would move through, so I can get it sealed up nice and tight. Do I need this? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I think the filter might fall through because it's only hold against the front, but nothing on the back, so only the fan grill is on the back. So I think I'll need the fan grill. What a bummer. So now the screws are quite long. Okay, I didn't install a fan grill on the back because I think, I'm not so stupid that I will grab into there when the fan is running. So maybe we can get more creative and just screw the fan in, and then with a little bit of distance screw the fan grill on here so that the fan grill is not as close to the fan blades as before, so we might get a little bit less of turbulence. Yeah, there's some kind of glue on the screws, which makes it very hard to get the nuts back on. Okay, now they are spinning freely. This looks quite good to me. The only thing is that I'll need to find more nuts. The old design only used 4 nuts, but the new design will take 8 nuts more, because I want... let me show you this. I want to put a nut under and on top of the fan grill on every screw, so that the fan grill is kept at a distance, like this. And then later, when the front panel comes in, the filter will sit here between the fan grill, as it was on the design before, and the front plastic part. So like this. You can see the fan grill there. So I got a couple of nuts. Let's get them in place. Oh, I've got my fingernails stuck. So I think I'll just need to route the cable out. For the moment, I will have this hole open, but I think that wouldn't be a problem when this piece is in place. Perhaps I'll later decide on adding a cover and a barrel jack, but for the moment that's close enough. That's enough for functional test. Yeah. Let me just get this plastic cover on. Yeah, looks nice. So how is this meant to go? Yeah. Okay, that looks good. Oh, and by the way, I just noticed you will still be able to reach the setting switch on the fan. Nice. I think that's more an accident than it was my will to have this function still available. So the filter goes in and is kept in place by the fan grill. So that fits nicely. So this foot doesn't seem to have a direction, so I'll just put it on. Yeah, it looks good. And after this teardown and mod, there are no parts left. I didn't forget anything. Nothing is left. Yeah. Oh. Not a single piece missing. That's nice. So, do we have a power cable? Yes, we have. But no power. Oh, that's a lot better. Still a lot of air coming out. Yeah. Nice. Okay, that's the minimal setting. Let me carefully grab in there. That's the more powerful one. And that's the full power one. Yeah. And it doesn't make this ugly noise when you tilt it. Very nice. This could just mean that I will use this thing. Hell yes. So I think it's up for testing. So to compare this is the stock fan. And then let me also demonstrate you the solder fume sucking capability. I think that's the important part about a solder fume sucker. Okay, that's going in the right direction, but not completely hitting. Yeah, that's close. Not everything is getting sucked in. Okay, here it clearly works. Here it clearly sucks everything I produce in kind of solder fumes. So at a distance to around 10 centimeters, it gets everything. But when you're further away, like 15 centimeters, it's only getting the fume sometimes when there's not too much disturbance. Okay, and at 20 centimeters, it's just going into the room and not into the solder fume filter, sucker, however you want to call it. So 20 centimeters seems to be over the limit. So I would recommend it at the moment for at the most 15 centimeters. And for my feelings, it's way too close to the machine because it's so loud. It's so noisy. Yeah. Oh, that's better. A little bit. So now let me try the soldering sucking capabilities with the replaced fan. First on the lowest setting, or the medium setting, how it's called. Yeah, at 10 centimeters it's not quite making it. 5 centimeters looks good, but also very silent. Let me just try to put the fan on the high speed setting. There's a lot more noise. So now 10 centimeters is working great. And at 15 centimeters there's nothing. It's not working. The fume is just going straight up to the camera. Now let me try the ultra high setting. So again, 10 centimeters should now be really not a problem. And yeah, it's working a little bit on 15 centimeters, but not really. So I think the middle setting, or high speed setting as it's called, should be good for 10 centimeters. The ultra high speed setting is not making really a difference. And when you want to solder really silent, I think with just small distances, like when you have the PCB right in front of this device, yeah, it's working great for 5 centimeters. And even, yeah, it's working a little bit for 10 centimeters. So, yeah, looks good. Sounds nice. Not as annoying as before. So, yeah. I mean, if you don't care, you just could rip out this filter. Oh, I think it got a little bit more silent. So, yeah, it will perfectly. Okay, 10 centimeters is the limit for the medium setting, but it will perfectly suck in the fumes, but it will just blow them around in your room, so the filter makes sense. It's a decision, but yeah, works. It's okay. I think that's all for today. Happy soldering. Happy, hopefully not inhaling all these fumes, and like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you, or you see me again on the next video. Bye. By the way, in case you were wondering what this crude construction is on my fan power cable, this is a resistor which bridges together the speed signal from the fan and the PWM signal, which can be sent to the fan to control its speed. So when you bridge this with a resistor, so let me just push these pins through, you make the fan control its own speed. I found this to be a very crude method to control a fan speed. So let me just turn this on. I didn't test this with the new version of the fan. I only tested it with an old fan, so I hope I won't burn it now. Yeah, but doesn't seem to make a difference. So on my other fan, this made it roughly half the speed. You pull this out. So this is without the bridge. This is with the bridge. No difference. On my other fan, this half the speed, but also made the fan not start when the fan blade was in the wrong position. So let me try it with the fan it was designed for. I mean, you can't see it, but there's also a Be Quiet fan here, just an older generation. So when I only put in the power, the fan is quite fast. When I also put in this bridge, the fan slows down. Nice. Will it start? Okay, it starts. Nice. Doesn't start. Let me just give it a kick. Not enough. There it goes. So crude fan control, just a resistor. Doesn't work with every fan, but hey, it works.